Okay, this is a quick tutorial on how to basically take an article from the finished product that appears on the website and then put it back into play in the editorial production GSS. So you can see here, we'll start with, I've got a finished article here and I've got a copy the copy that I created to go with it. And basically, you can go backwards and put this back into the editorial production sheet to be associated with a newsletter, to be prepared, to be put into a digital magazine. Not really too much that you haven't seen from that should make sense from the previous one. So I'm going to grab, first thing I'm going to grab is the front end URL for the article. And I zip back into here and I go, I'm going to put this in, there's no articles in here, so I'm going to put this as number 1. Remember, it doesn't matter that they set it. That's where we like to put that. As time goes by, as we get more developed, we will have more compliance to our set articles. Right now, they can be whatever they turn out to be. So I'm going to go back here into number 1, and I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to put in my direct link, because that's got to go in. I'm going to put myself as the person who's responsible for this, because I'm doing the work. And I don't need an internal proofer because I'm doing this myself, okay? So I'm going to just, sorry, let me just do one thing here. Excuse me. Copy of one. Grab this is all my notes. Now understand, when you're doing the work on these articles, I generally will do them in a text edit file so that I can keep the full links in case, because the links won't appear, they disappear. Is when it says click here over in the, like it says click here right there. You can't, that doesn't copy paste correctly. So you want to make sure that you leave your links in your text edit file where you started from. Now I've done that already. So I've got it, all of them in my scratch pad here. So the thing that does happen with this is that, I'll put them into the article we're working with here, is that when you do this, you're going to override the lookup cells. So I'm just going to give you one example here. So you see here that our title says in this cell here that we're in, it says equals H1. So if we import the article from the topic entry GSS, then that would be filled in H1, that cell right there would have the title. So in this case, it doesn't matter that you basically are breaking those cell lookups. So that once you do this, it doesn't matter because we have this GSS. It's not we're looking at the template one, but when you're using this, you'll be using the real one for week 1 of January, as we are right at this time. So I would simply take my title, which you could see I had is over here. I could have copied this out, but I've got it. I'm just going to say, so that's the title. Go Apple X, just click in here, override. All of a sudden it goes from reading equal H1 to being now just truly a cell with that in it. And then I'm going to create my, now remember what I'm doing here. I've already got a website. So the creation of the one for of the article for British Columbia Golf's website is simply managed through by going copying pasting out of the article in the IG backend, paste it into the BCG backend, and you're finished. So I'm focused more here on creating an article that's going to work. And so I want to keep this so this is a digital magazine, so I don't want this to be long. So I'm going to change some of this text here from what it said and shorten it. And I'm certainly not going to put as many linkages in. That would go down here. And then I just scroll down to the bottom here and get the last bit of sentence that I want. Right, that on there, Apple X, Apple V, And that link we're going to need to have, okay, because but this is really, I want to make sure that we also give the note of being able to go to the Golf Digest one, which is this one right here. This one needs to link. So I'm going to add this in here so that it's, so we'll take that. Now I've got the link in here where the designer is going to need it for doing it. I also need the one to take it to the one for Pine Valley, which is this one right here. Override that. And make sure that I've got it here. Oops, wrong one there. And now we've got a complete set. And that's basically it. We've now created this, but the only thing we have to do is over in here. We have to also indicate where it's supposed to appear. So I've already put it here. It's already been posted here, so that's 1/4. Right? It hasn't been passed to BCG yet, so that still needs to be done there. Okay. The images, basically the person can get the image simply by going to here and downloading this. So that's not really as big a problem as it might appear. We could send it to them. We would send it the same way to the editorial email address. There's nobody in this, you know, if I had people I wanted to make sure that we're being told about it from a social media, I think this is definitely one that we at social media and over here in the control form, this is where it gets a little more interesting. So we do need an ID for this. Now the ID for this is simply a matter of going 19.01.04 hyphen, you know, I'm going to call this top 100. And that's almost good enough, right? It's a unique ID, and that's the important part about it. Notice that, see here, I'm going to take this and copy it up into here as well. And the reason is because you can see now that it shows up in this cell here as being the article title. Now the date must be live. Well, it's already live. So I'm just going to override this. Here, we can put 1/4. And date live was 1/4. We'd like to see this date. This is now, you know, not taken care of, but these three are. So I'm able to actually gray these out now. A little darker, right? Which shows that we're on this spot here. Okay, you can see this, by the way. If we go back over here, you'll see. Remember that you'll see we're supposed to fill in here whether it's supposed to go on this website. So we'll assume that it is. It's certainly not going to go on the Alberta one that's not created yet. We'll also put it into here, into both of the digital magazines as well, and we'll put it into the APG as well. It applies across the board. The point you notice here, I mean, at the end of the day, it's about being able to use this efficiently just to get what we need. And it doesn't have to be super accurate. It's not the detail, because these do get proofed, okay? So in the case of here, I do want to have somebody, and I'm going to put myself as the proofer for the digital magazines, okay, just to be on the safe side with that. The one thing that I didn't do that I probably should have is create the bit.ly link for this. Now, because it's supposed to, that's the indicator that the article has been proofed. Now, I might, in some cases, ask Curtis or Brian, or Katrina for that matter, to proof this, okay? the case of this, I put, none. And other than that, there's really nothing about this that's any different than the other article. The whole point about this is I think you can think about this, even though it's a sequence from topic, create a topic entry to editorial production to ending up in the back end of a website to ending up in the front end of a website. You can just as easily go from here to here to here. There's no difference. At some point along the line, you're taking copy and turning it into an article. Whether you do it directly into a finished application or not, like at the back end of Inside Golf, really doesn't matter. I think you could sort of visualize this as the editorial production, 4-week cycle GSS week 1 is sort of the center, and everything sort of radiates around it. And this control page is really the center of the center. The number 1 pages, number 2 pages, they sort of radiate around the circle, the sun of the control form, and then you have things that spray out, come out wider than that, which are the different end products where it appears. And I think that's the way you want to approach this. So it makes it, the thing I want everybody to do here with this is just do it, right? You can't really screw this up because at the end of the day, it's about having a newsletter that's got some articles in it. The process we're going through right now is just teething and using it and figuring out what makes sense and how do we make it simpler. That's my goal here, is how do I make this so that you're able to do this extremely quickly, yet allow a group of people to all participate where required or where desired in the development and or execution of it. So I'm going to leave that here, and you guys think about this, and we'll take this to the next level. Have some fun.